Hey, good morning. Good Sunday morning from Warzy's house. This is a video I'm doing today, which I usually don't do on Saturdays and Sundays, but I figured, what the heck, we're all in the same situation together right now, and I just figured I'd jump in there and maybe you'll see this video and give you something to just sit down and do a little bit differently than being cooped up in the house. But then again, you know, there's so many people saying, oh, I'm cooped up in this house. And a friend of mine posted something earlier today, and she said, you know, I don't get it. We all were striving years ago to get to the point where we're living in our house. Well, now we're in our house, and now we're complaining that we're cooped up in the house. Funny how that works, you know. When you have the right to come and go as you please, it's different than when all of a sudden you've got to basically stay in the house. Then it just kind of rubs the wrong way. My humble opinion. Is that right, Tina? Cheers, let's go. Well, I got up this morning. I slept in a little bit later than usual. I guess it was about 8:30, 20 to 9. I finally rolled out of the rack. I come over into the kitchen. I look at my clock in the kitchen here and said, oh, Lord, have mercy. You know, I don't usually sleep that late. And I didn't go to bed late last night. I shouldn't say that. I was up for a little bit of seeing Saturday Night Live, which it's not the same Saturday Night Live that I grew up with. If you're around my age era, I would think that most of you people would understand that, you know. It was all, and I'm sure it was a rerun, you know, but it was all political jargon, whether it be on the Republican side or the Democrat side. But it's like, really? Don't you writers have anything else you can, you know, make fun of and, you know, make entertaining? We don't have to go and get into the political arena. You know, the Saturday Night Live is supposed to be entertaining, you know. I watched maybe about, I want to say 5 minutes, and then I changed the channel. Let me turn this down a little bit. There we go. I got iHeartRadio on, and I'm listening to Jimmy Buffett Radio. Yeah, figured I'd do a little bit something different today. Anyway, I got up this morning, and I put my my smart TV on, and I went to switch over to going to TuneIn so I can listen to Rise Up Country, which is usually what I do on a Sunday. You know, that's the only day that this specific show comes on. It's called Rise Up Country, and it's syndicated. It's on TuneIn if you guys get TuneIn, either on your smartphone or on your smart TV. Check it out when you get a chance. It's not on right now, obviously, but TuneIn Radio sponsors Rise Up Country by Mr. John Ritter. You can research that if you want. It's a light, airy country show, if you want to call it that, but it's not what you think if you guys are not into country. You know, it's not like, oh, no, you know, you don't even want to hear my conversation on it. But Rise Up Country. John Ritter is on, and it's syndicated, like I said. You'll have to see what stations you might be able to get, even not being on TuneIn. It's definitely on the AM side, I think. But the format of the show is he plays some country music, but there's a theme around it. every Sunday it's a different theme. You know, for instance, let's go with the example of let's go with Mother's Day, just as an example. There would be a theme on Rise Up Country on the Mother's Day weekend or on Sunday, you know, and he would say, okay, you can call in and tell me your favorite memory of you and your mother, whether your mother is still alive or no longer with you. You know, what was she like? And these callers would call in and they would tell their little story of their memory, you know, and in the background he'd be playing a little bit of music, and one of the songs he would play would be like I O U, the letter I, period, the letter O, period, and the letter U, period, by Jimmy Dean. The Sausage Man. If you never heard that song, listen to it. I used to play that song when I DJ'd for Mother's Day. You know, if I DJ'd and it landed on Mother's Day, I would play that song, I O U. Give a listen to it. Have a Kleenex tissue nearby when you listen to it. I'm telling you. And if you can get the original version, because they re-recorded IOU, used Jimmy Dean and re-recorded it, but try to find the older version by Jimmy Dean. It just sounds so much better. They did the same thing with God Bless the USA by Lee Greenwood, by the way. I used to play that song religiously when I DJ'd, especially down at the Thorndale Inn in Downingtown, Pennsylvania. That was my send-off song. And I use that song when I do weddings and special events. That would be my last song of the evening. Now I would play, you know, the cute last slow song and all that. I would do that. But then, I would make mention that, okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is our last song of the evening. This is how we end our evening of all our shows. And my son RJ can tell you that. Well, we would get the people to come out onto the dance floor and make a circle. Now, they didn't know what I was going to do yet, unless they've seen my show before. And I would play God Bless the USA, and instantly they would hold hands, and they would sway back and forth. And if I did it at a wedding, I would have the bride and groom in the center of the circle together. And maybe it was their second marriage, and they might have a little son or daughter or both, and I would bring the family into the center of the circle, the bride, the groom, and the children together. And then everybody would circle around them, hold hands, and I would play God Bless the USA. And it was a great, memorable event. And of course, I'm just rambling on here. Like I've said before, I didn't do any research on this. It just comes to in my head, and I just figure I'll ramble on. It gives us a few minutes to get away from just sitting around and going batshit crazy. Excuse my French, but all right, let's put some down. Come on. All right. I did do a little bit of research, all right? This here is scripted, all right? Today, like I said, it's Sunday, March the 22nd. And in Tower City for Sunday, the temperature and the weather report for Tower City just on Sunday, today, the high is going to be 46 degrees. Mostly sunny. The low was 33. And yes, we got peaks coming in and out of vitamin D. So I'm happy about that. I'm thinking about, we got a little bit of a park down here in Tower City, if you want to call it a park, by the pool, Tower City pool. Excuse me. And I'm thinking about maybe taking a little ride over there with Sir Prince, if I can do that. I'm not even sure if I can do that. there's a fence around it. Maybe it's closed. But if the fence is unlocked, I'm thinking about going in there with Sir Prince, if nobody else has already done this, and taking Sir Prince off the leash and just letting him stretch his old bones and run around or walk around, briskly as he can, right? Because he's 15 years young. Yes, he is. And he's getting around like the old man here. We're moving, but we're not moving quite as fast as what we used to move. All right, enough of that. So there's your forecast for Tower City if you're in this area today. Mostly sunny, 46 for a high and 33 for a low. Birthdays today. George Benson's birthday is today. If you remember George Benson. I used to play his song quite a bit way back in the mid-70s and 80s when I was DJing. I would play his instrumental, Breezin'. That would be my introductory song for introducing the wedding party and, everybody that was involved in the wedding, all right? So that would be one of my introductory songs, Breezin'. But he's 77 years young today. He's a singer, and he's a very good guitarist. Yes, he is. And his net worth right now at the age of 77 is about $5 million. Not bad. Happy birthday, Mr. George Benson. Another birthday today is Pat Robinson, the preacher, evangelist, I guess you call him. He's 90 years young today. And you got to wonder, I don't take away from these TV preachers and that, and I'm not trying to make light of it, but his net worth is $90 million. You just got to wonder about that. At least I wonder about that. But happy birthday, Mr. Pat Robinson, or Reverend Pat Robinson, whatever you want to call him, Preacher Pat Robinson. Happy birthday to you. 90 years young, $100 million net worth. Another birthday today is William Shatner. Captain Kirk. Beam me up, Scotty. He's 89 years young today. He was born in Canada. I didn't know that. And his net worth, it's only a mere $150 million. Not bad, Kirk. You did pretty good on the Enterprise. Yep. You and Spock, 89 years young. Happy birthday, Mr. William Shatner. And today is National Goof Off Day. Good day to goof off, Since we're all going bat crazy, let's just goof off today. Just relax, enjoy yourself, chill. Maybe read a good book, pull out a crossword puzzle, binge on TV, watch some Netflix or something. I did watch The Irishman on Netflix. That was a pretty good movie, pretty serious. If you haven't seen it, it's still on Netflix. Check it out. It's a good movie. What else today? Like I said, it's National Goof Off Day. I'm just rambling on here so we can enjoy each other's company. Cheers. Let's go. And no, this won't be on YouTube. This is just going to be a Facebook video today. Forecast for beautiful Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I believe that's where, was it George Benson? Was he born there? I think he was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I could be wrong. It was either him or Pat Robertson. Pat. You know what I'm saying. But in Pittsburgh, pardon me. In Pittsburgh today, Sunday, the high is going to be 51. Not bad. The low was 42, and it's mostly sunny today. So if you're in the Pittsburgh area, good weather today. Not that you can be out and about any place in Pittsburgh, like any place else in basically the United States of America. We all got to hunker in the house and stay away from other fellow human beings, and try to overcome this virus. And don't forget to continually wash your hands, all right? What else do I have? I guess that's about it, folks. Last night for dinner, since I got this cold still going on here, I made a version of a soup that my sister Mary sent over. You take quartered up potatoes, unskinned, of course, some parsley, put some carrots in there, chopped up onion, which I used a sweet onion, and you do this in water. Well, I improvised. I didn't do it in just water. I got chicken broth, and I put that in my pot. Then I cut up my quartered potatoes, unskinned, and I believe they weren't russet. They were just the little yellow potatoes, but I quartered them up, and I put those in my pot with chicken broth, parsley, Morton's light salt, and I put a couple bay leaves in my broth, my soup, and some peppercorns. I put that in, and you bring it to a boil, and then after it's boiling with all your ingredients in there, you lit it, and you turn it down to simmer, and you let it simmer for I want to say the instructions said 20 minutes, but obviously I did a little bit more than 20 minutes, which was good. And then what I did, again, I improvised, because that's all you got to do to this soup, this broth. That's it. I wanted something a little bit more heartier, so I took some chicken breast strips, and I browned them up in a frying pan real nice. I lightly cornstarched them, just cornstarch, lightly, all over. And after I browned them up real nice, I didn't cook it all the way through. But let's say I cooked my chicken breast strips. Let's say I cooked it 3/4 of the way through, and then I pulled it off my stove, my frying pan, and I let it cool down where I could pull it out. Now it's cool, the strips, and it's browned up, and I take my little paring knife, and I cut it, you want to say quarter your chicken strips, just bite-sized pieces, and I threw that into my broth soup mixture, and I let that simmer in together. And that was my dinner for last night. Now, I know I'm not supposed to have any potatoes, but like I said, until I get over this little bit of a cold here, and it's getting better, that's what I had for dinner last night. Oh, and I did have some Ritz crackers, because everything tastes better on a Ritz. And I had my, excuse me again, damn smartphones. I did have my unsweetened iced tea. But that's it. I think today I'm going to make myself up a salad. I bought some salad when I was out the other day, the bags of salad, and I'm going to rip one of those bags open. And I did, since I was doing the chicken strips, I did extra on that. And I cut that up into pieces, and I put that in a Ziploc bag. And I'm going to take that and incorporate that with my salad when I make that up. And I got some organic little cherry tomatoes, organic ones. I think they're cherry. They're real tiny tomatoes. Very nice flavor. So I'm going to put that in my salad, and I'm going to have a Italian vinaigrette salad with chicken mixed in with it and cherry tomatoes, and that'll be a good meal. All right, folks, that's it. I hope you have a great day today. Let me know what your plans are for today, or even the following and upcoming week. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're all staying healthy. Take care of your family, kids, and if you have any neighbors, especially senior neighbors that aren't as healthy as us senior neighbors, if they need help, go over and check on them. Maybe you can cook up a nice meal for them. Take it over to them. Okay? Do something nice for someone. Love your family and your kids and your loved ones, because we're not guaranteed tomorrow. Don't forget that. Pray to your God for another day on earth, and thank your God for another day on earth, because we're all on this side of the dirt. That's a good thing. That means the good Lord has a purpose for us. So let's use it in a positive mode, okay? Be kind to one another. I love all you guys. Take care of yourselves. Good Lord willing, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Let's put it down one more time. Enjoy the rest of your day, folks. Cheers and Nostrovia and L'chaim. God bless you. I'll talk to all of you later on. My son, my daughters, good morning, I love you. My grandchildren, good morning, I love you guys. My friends and acquaintances, good morning to you. Love all you guys. Hey, Cheryl, good morning to you. Take care of yourself. I'll talk to all of you later on. Barbie Ken, good morning. All right, I'm going to punch you out on 3. We'll talk to you later on. Keep on smiling. Do this. Sell your stuff. Keep the dog. And move on an island. There it is. That's called living a dream. God bless you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Love you.